A very, very warm welcome. This is Arunava Chaudhuri, and you are live on my YouTube channel. And at the moment, it's still goalless after nearly 35 minutes in the Kolkata derby between East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, or Mohun Bagan Supergiant versus East Bengal Football Club. A draw would mean that East Bengal would make the semi-finals on a better goal difference, while Mohun Bagan will have, which means that Mohun Bagan will have to win to make the semi-finals. And Angry Birds is saying, Dada, aaj Jose Molina to Spain, here we go, Mone Hoche. So Angry Bird says he thinks that, the Fabrizio Romano saying of here we go, so to say, made a little different in an Indian style. East Bengal, I would say the better of the two teams. And Angry Bird says Subhashish 1 versus 1, 0 duels. Jeet Singh Milling has won 0 of his duels. And adds Subhashish is done as a footballer, it seems. Doesn't look good today. So for me, it looks very difficult. East Bengal had their chances. Amit Bipin amongst those with the opportunities, but unable to score. It's still goalless at the Fatorda after the early kickoff between Dempo Sports Club and Chennai FC ended in a 1-1 draw. So therefore, Dempo Sports Club no longer in the running of making it to the semi-finals of the Super Cup from Group A. 3 draws from Dempo Sports Club. So that's a big achievement for the Golden Eagles, with Dempo taking a 1-0 lead and Chennai equalizing, so 1-1 in that encounter. Who would be your first choice left back of the national team as of now? That's a very good question, Angry Birds, because you know what, to me, again, I might be wrong. My gut feeling is, if you ask me, Khalid is a little confused because he seems to have liked Mohammed Uwais a lot, who to me is I'll be very honest, is not an option for me. If I look at the players, Abhishek Tekcham, of course, is, but even Abhishek Tekcham at the club doesn't seem to get a chance. So it seems, and again, if it's one coach, if it's maybe two coaches, we can have a discussion, but all the coaches seem to rate Subhashish more than the others. I don't know if I'm missing something or we're missing something, but that's an interesting observation, be it Molina, be it Khalid, be it Manolo, be it Igor Stimac. Roshan Nauram has to be in the discussion. I hope Akash Mishra stays fit. I think that's a big thing. If Akash stays fit, then Akash should be a candidate, and then we'll have to wait and see what the coach decides. But this is a very tricky scenario at the moment for both club and country. And there we're stuck in this game. And it's very evident, I think, also from today's match, that there are problems in the East Bengal, in the Mohun Bagan dressing room. And the question is, how do you get it sorted? Is there a can we get it sorted sort of scenario? And I'm not sure if that scenario actually exists or persists somewhere. But at the moment, it is an issue, and it seems like there is no solution to that. But again, both clubs under pressure. That's my understanding of things. If I look at it, both the coaches under a lot of pressure, and we'll have to see with East Bengal playing better. Raj, you can watch it either on Star Sports Kale or on Jio Hotstar. So those are the two things with a lot of action in the middle of the park. Mohun Bagan, trying to use their wings, but in the end, unable to score. So therefore, let's see. Free kick, Mohun Bagan. Now, do you see Bangalore FC Stauram Calvin Singh goal yesterday? We should now get a call up from the advertisers, it seems. See, Angry Birds, if I see such a chance, such an opportunity, such a goal, is that a reason for me to say that I want to see a player in the national team? That's going to be the question, right? He played well. He played very well yesterday. Brilliant goal, lovely goal to see. But is it a reason for me to say, this player now needs to be in the national team? I have my doubts. If you ask me, I have my doubts. And let's wait and see what happens. And a lot of possession in the middle of the park for both the teams, unable to get a control of the game. With the way it is, and Angry Birds adds, I want Mohun Bagan to get out today so fans can protest with more intensity. I don't know if it will be with more intensity. I think that's the question that remains, if there will be more intensity. Ball being passed around, ball back with East Bengal. Nearly 41 minutes played in the first 45. It will be interesting to see that the red and gold combining now in their own half, trying to build up. And it will be interesting to see. East Bengal now on the left flank, played back. It's surely more now based on that flank. What I can see, inward movement. East Bengal on the left. It looks like it could be something. Shot on target, but it's a corner for the red and gold. What? No. Ball still in play. Let's see, East Bengal, can they do something with it? No. East Mohun Bagan clear their lines. Could this be a chance for the Cameroon? East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, both the teams dispossessing each other. Played forward, Mohun Bagan inside the box, but East Bengal with the ball. So therefore, I get your point, Angry Birds, when you say, you want the club to be thrown out of the tournament and be eliminated, and that puts pressure on the coach. Get all that point, but to me the question is it really going to be that effective? That's my question to you, right? And that's going to be the question that we'll be asking again and again. Will it work? Will it not work? Will something happen? I think at the moment, as it looks like, Molina certainly has problems with the team. I think that's something which doesn't need to be discussed. That's, I think, a given now. And but the same can be said about Oscar as well. So whoever loses today, good. That could have been his final game in charge. So therefore, that will be interesting to see what happens on that front. And East Bengal with a chance. With ball back with Mohun Bagan. The thing is, as the gaffer of the team, Jose should have taken a stand in the ACL2 fiasco rather than staying silent for the management. Yeah. Very good point, Angry Birds. I thought about it, but it was very interesting that some of the players seemed to say, oh yeah, the coach said, that's why we're out. I am not sure if it was sort of the decision of or was it in the hands of the players and the club, players and the coach? Yes. I don't see that being the case, and they seem to have sort of, okay, we're fine with whatever decision is being taken against or for us, and nothing seems to have happened, right? So therefore, that's a big issue. East Bengal there, but goal kick, Mohun Bagan. 2 minutes of added time. So therefore, that's the problem that I see with the whole scenario as it is at this moment in time. And the question is what happens. And to me, yeah, I agree with you. He should have taken a stand, and he did. He did not take a stand at all, right? There was no stand whatsoever. Why is Mohun Bagan still contesting when you don't play in ACL? You get multiple ban. Raj, I think you have to play the Super Cup. So if you don't play the Super Cup, again, this year is an exception, but normally you should be playing the Super Cup, and that's under your, licensing criterias. But to me, it is for them to do what is right or wrong. Again, we've been having this conversation now quite a number of times, but again, it's sad to see the way that things have gone. That's not in the best interest of Indian football, I have to say. With the last few seconds in the first 45, Mohun Bagan having the ball, and yeah, it is the way it is. I'm not liking it. You're not liking it. We're not all liking it, and that is something. And the other not once it happened, because it twice. Yeah, I know, it's very right. And I think Molina, as you say, should have taken a stand, didn't take a stand, and therefore we are where we are. We're stuck in somewhat of a loop, and that's where East Bengal and Mohun Bagan find themselves in. Mohun Bagan maybe with the last chance before the break. Going back with East Bengal. That's the problem. East Bengal and Mohun Bagan both add Mohammedan to it, add the IFA to it. They're living in their own ecosystem, in their own ecospace, and that's not helping themselves or even helping Indian football. And the question now is, can they evolve and develop? It's halftime, goalless, and so therefore, that's the reality of where we are. Lovely pitch, no chances of injury. Raj, the pitch is done. The pitch is done and dusted. It needs to be completely relaid. You're playing matches consecutively every day. So we've now had since last Saturday, right? Yeah, since Saturday, last 7 days, a game each on this ground. You still have unseasonal rains in Goa, which also will have its effect on things, and therefore it is a problem. I think it was for David Humanes who kicked a large chunk of the ground out. These are realities, and it's disturbing to see. Ball possession 44 to 56% in favor of East Bengal. 2 corners. Mohun Bagan 2 shots, East Bengal 5, and so therefore we are there where we are. Interesting to see how the 2 teams get out of this. Listen is not good for national team. They weren't sure who is good. We go back to that discussion. Angry Birds a little earlier was talking about Kelvin. That's part of the problem, right? I mean, where are the players who can make that difference? I would say, to me, that's a big problem, and interesting to see what happens. But to me, clearly, the red and gold look better. But overall, it is scrappy. It's scrappy. It's it is the way it is. Mohun Bagan manager bring a sporting director who was inactive in coaching. Yeah, can be said. But again, I have had the feeling that this is about people, networks, right? And there is where East Bengal and Mohun Bagan suffer because, it looks to me that there is a lack of network on both sides to bring in the right people. And therefore, we're stuck with the people we have, right? And at the moment, it is something the way it is. So for me, big problem. Yeah, we are where we are, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. But at the moment, yeah, very difficult. I really hope neither of the two being Maidan clubs win Super Cup. They ain't doing any good for us. Yeah, tough one to say, Angry Birds, but I would sadly say I have to agree with you because both the clubs have not really done well for themselves. They've not done well for Indian football. And it's a question of, who does better or not. And at the moment, very difficult, very, very difficult. But again, that's the reality. So hope for a better 45. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Check what is the voting going on. I've kept the voting on. 361 votes in total. And 50% of those are saying East Bengal will win. 42% are saying Mohun Bagan will win, and only 8% are saying it's going to end in a draw. So that's an interesting one. And just a reminder, as generally as I like to do, is like, share, and subscribe. We already have 41 likes on this video. Thank you. Watch the older videos as well. I think we had a very interesting discussion. Didn't get many views yesterday and 3 days back as well. I think sometimes it's worth watching it. And we just crossed the 3,300 mark. So we just crossed 3,302. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'm trying to do on a daily basis a summary of the matches in the Super Cup. Do watch them. I've done this for the last 6 match days, and let's see. I've seen Mumbai City pushing beyond its limits and hope from my team, Mohun Bagan, same, but now I've left the Ludo land far behind right now. Angry Birds, it's tough to do that, to recognize that, to come to that conclusion of where Mohun Bagan, Supergiant, or even East Bengal are. They should be at the forefront of development of Indian football, but they aren't. And that is the sad reality. So therefore, for me, yeah, I know what you mean. And I can, till this date, proudly say that I know that I've put in certain standards at Mumbai City in year one, and that's been followed till today. So from that perspective, I'm very happy, very proud of what the people do at Mumbai City. Not everything that they do is right, don't get me wrong, but I think the club has done a lot of things right. And so far, if I look at this, yeah, Mohun Bagan, East Bengal should be the leaders on each and every point and every metric in Indian football, because history, of course, is on their side. Pedigree is on their side. You've got a massive fan base on your side. But again, it starts with the management. It continues with the infrastructure and other things that they haven't woken up to realities. That's very sad. Right. Quickly, let me know what you guys think about the first 45 so far. As I said, to me, East Bengal the much better team amongst the two. Quickly going through the lineups. Vishal Keth in goal, Tom Aldred, Anirudh Thapa, Liston Colasso, Manveer Singh, Shubhashish Bose, Sahal Abdul Samad, Alberto Rodriguez, Jamie McLaren, Laleng Mawiyar Ralte, and Mehtab Singh. So that means Mehtab as right back, Tom Aldred and Alberto Rodriguez in the middle at the heart of defense, Shubhashish on the right, Anirudh Thapa and Apuya in the middle of the park. Ahead of them, Salih Abdul Samad as a playmaker, Liston on the left, Manvir on the right, and Jamie McLaren up front. That means that Mohun Bagan still have Jason Cummings. They still have Dimi Petratos as well as Robson Robinho on the bench. So only 3 foreigners starting for them. On the other side, East Bengal, Prabsukhan Gill, Anwar Ali, Kevin Sibiye, Miguel Ferreira, Mohamed Rakib, Naurem Mahesh, Hamid Adad, Saul Crespo, Jay Gupta, Bipin Singh, and Basim Rashid. So that means Mohamed Rakib as right back, Anwar Ali, Kevin Sibiye as centre backs, Jay Gupta on the left. We have a midfield of Miguel Ferreira, Saul Crespo, Basim Rashid with Bipin, as well as Hamid Adad in the attacking positions. Crystal John, thanks. I am doing fine overall. Hope you are also doing good wherever you are. Goa has football culture, but stadiums are empty, so now fans can't give that culture excuse. Kalinga Stadium had more people than this, even though Odisha doesn't has football culture. Again, what is football culture is, I think, a generic philosophical discussion. Raj, maybe we can have that. That the Goans are football fans, I wouldn't discount. But the thing is, are they interested in Indian football? And again, FC Goa playing Super Cup, little bit of an attendance, I would say. Look at FC Goa in the Champions League 2. That was something totally different. But look at Dempo, look at Churchill, look at even in the past, Salgaoka, Sporting Club, França, Vasco, whoever has played at the top, they've never really drawn crowds. That's a reality, if you like it or not. So Goans coming to watch football, it has been an issue, except to some extent FC Goa, right? So that's a reality of things. Wait 1 second, where am I? In my point of view, Apuya leaving Mumbai City FC is a big mistake. Raj, I agree with you. I think Apuya would have developed further. I think down the road, City Football Group will have enabled him a chance to go maybe abroad. So therefore, for me, not the best move. But again, he was crucial last season for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, winning the league and the cup, League Shield and the cup. But again, is he going to develop further? I don't know. I think that now he's at a level where if he stays at Mohun Bagan, he will stagnate. And that's a sad part. Sad part in reality. 23-24 Mumbai City was my dream team. Yeah, Raj. I'd say Des Buckingham left behind a very, very good team. And Peter Kratky took it to the next level. And I think those 2 last matches against Mohun Bagan were just insane. Or even that FC Goa game, right? In Goa, at this very stadium, at the Fatorda, Goa leading 2-0 and then Mumbai scoring 3 and winning that. Wow. Those are football matches that we love to see. Liston has been Apuya as central defense midfielder suppressing. Let this guy be a central midfielder. Thapa downgrade is more than Mount Everest. That's no comments, and so she should consider about retirement. But Angry Birds, isn't this the problem that we talk about the players, we talk about consistency and other things, and then we see this performance, these kind of performances. It's in my opinion, it's very, very disturbing, to say the least. That this is and none of the players are consistent. Again, after yesterday's BFC game, we suddenly talk about Kelvin, right? A player that I think nobody knew last week, or even day before yesterday, or even yesterday morning, nobody knew that this player existed. And that's the challenge that I see, that the players have to step up. And to me, that's going to be yeah, and then that's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But to me, it's going to be, it's also on the players. It's not just on the coaches. But again, I think there are issues as Mohun Bagan Super Giants, and that is very, very visible today. Manvir is at least trying, and right winger as it seems, and Vishal has got Alberto and Tom. Yeah, Angry Birds, very well analyzed. Apuya, something like Chante, but again, sad reality. Raj, I know what you mean, but I think that, as someone who's helped Chante to go abroad, we had this trial in 2019 at Epic in Stavanger, and just thinking back, that's been now 6 years. And so therefore, he could have been further down the development pathway, and he isn't, and that's the sad reality of things. But again, this is where we are at this moment, and yeah, we will have to wait and see what happens. But to me, be it Apuya, be it the Changte, could have developed further. Mumbai City bringing Des Buckingham was game changing. Mohun Bagan East Bengal has failed to appoint right people. Raj, one has to be honest. Mumbai City appointed him because City Football Group suggested that name and said, listen, this is a guy, young guy, could be developing. You need to look at him, right? That's what people said. And I would agree to that point and say, you know what, perfect appointment. So therefore for me, yeah, again, that international knowledge and understanding bringing in, Mumbai City able to bring in those players who they've been able to bring in, very interesting. Dada, is Jagadhatri Puja being held anywhere in Germany? I would not know if it is. Sorry to say, not to my knowledge, to be very honest to you. Yeah. But what form India has been drawing? Northeast United losing to FC Goa. They're a very good team. Hope they do good in ISL. Love that team. Yeah, defeated Bangalore. See, the problem is, Shanlata, that it's a, there is no easy answer to that. Why a team one day plays well, doesn't play bad, right? If per the logic that people will come around, some people say, oh, you know what? Dempo held Mohun Bagan, held East Bengal. Chennai lost to Mohun Bagan. Heavy loss to East Bengal. Dempo will beat them. And what happens in the end? It's a 1-1 draw. So therefore, these are realities of things, and we will have to live with them. And as kickoff through James McLaren. And that's the problem that we have. And oh God, terrible first touch from Apuya. But ball somehow stays in. Sahal. Ball stays in. Manvir. Gets it across. Liston Colasso. Ooh, that header just went over. And Viking are right now the leaders in the league. I don't know if they're still leading or Bodo is leading again, but they are in contention for the title. Yes, they are fighting for the title in Norway. Yeah, so it says something. No? If someday Changte leaves Mumbai City, I'll stop supporting Mumbai City. Siraj will happen one day. Let's see. I would not be surprised if Mohun Bagan Supergiant again appoints Habas and then sack him for no reason. Do you think Habas is still a coach of Intakashi, right? Why would he go to Mohun Bagan? Right? Okay. Throw in Jay Gupta to take it. So I don't see Habas coming back. Again, Raj also mentioned Habas been approached. Yeah, but Habas is with Intakashi. I don't see. And he was very unhappy the way he was treated at Mohun Bagan. So do you see Habas going back? I'm not sure, if you ask me. Ball wide to Shubhashish. Throwing to the Raj. And that's the point to me, is that it's sometimes very difficult with the reality part, but football is, why do we also love football? Because football is unpredictable, right? Today, team X is good, tomorrow team Y is good. and therefore that's something which needs to be looked at. Mehta plays back to Tom. Therefore, has no fun. No, they had David Humanes as a centre back. Mario Barco was on the bench, so they've come in. So yeah, they did have, but again, it was very poor against FC Goa, if one is honest about that performance. Long ball from Vishal Keth. Throw in for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Cleared by Jay Gupta. Mehtab. Tom. Nice little turn. Oh, Sal Crespo. Against Sahal. Should be a yellow card, Harish Kundu. Yeah, that's pulling, shoving, not given. Free kick, Anirudh Thapa standing over the ball instead of Apuya. All the big boys, Tom Aldred, Alberto Rodriguez up front. Goes across. No one gets to it. Will Liston? No, Liston will not be able to get to the ball. Can you tell about India Kashi journey, how it came into picture? Because they're doing at least some good steps. Well, it's very simple. There are people who, someone who used to work for Mr. Goenka helped set up a the Kolkata, wanted to set up a team, did a little bit of digging, homework, figured out the best option was to build a team in Kashi, foul from Mohammad Rakib, and set it up, took up a slot in the I-League, and in the second year had to fight their way up to become champions, and now are an ISL team and trying to build youth, already working on the youth part of it in Kashi, and hopefully in the future stadium will be ready for them to play in Varanasi as well. Free kick. Ooh. Tom Aldred with the header. No offside. Yeah, but couldn't really push the ball downwards. More chances for Mohun Bagan in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Right, so still goalless between the green and maroon and the red and gold. Rashid, nice little turn. Oh, it's the head of Manveer, but Jay Gupta gets the ball. Oops, nearly played the ball out. Jay Gupta, bad pass to Bipin. And Anwar will play back to Prabsukan with McLaren charging. Ball out of danger. And Prabsukan will pick up that ball. What's lacking Barca this season? Losing at Glasgow, Sevilla, PSG, bad defeats, one thing there. Not confusing final third. Yeah, Tom Aldred and pushing, shoving. See, I think injuries to players, instability, I think the goalkeeper situation, and yeah, let's see. The referee, Harish Kunda, having a word with Tom Aldred, but also with Hamid. Explaining to both. They have to wave, and then they're pointing fingers at each other. Oh yeah, I mean, of course, with an attack on Tom Everett, and then of course a little bit of pushing and shoving. Bad one from Vishal Keth. Oh, Hamid, but has to wait. Oh, that's a bad contact by Rashid. Cleared by Mohun Bagan. Vishal Keth has no Tom and Alberto, so he fails in athletic. Very true. That's what I always said, right? That's the biggest problem of Vishal Keth. Even taking Varanasi name through your channel is a big thing for the city. It needs a lot more recognition. Living Varanasi, my birthplace, a lot of pride for me. Yes, another great. Again, I think Mohun Bagan clear their lines, but the ball goes out for a throw in for East Bengal. I think there's also been a lot of confusion created with Kashi. Varanasi before that, and now, so yeah, that's the situation as it stands. Throw in for the red and gold. But the coaches cannot be happy. Very scrappy game of football. Not much quality in it so far, to sadly say. Yeah, the Kolkata derby in a near empty stadium. Oscar Brozon looks a lot older with his white beard. Cleared by Mohun Bagan. Saha loses the ball. Maybe a chance for East Bengal to break. Important clearance from Shubhashish. McLaren. East Bengal clear their lines, but Tom Aldred, Thapa. Aldred with the long high ball. Manveer will not get to it. I said very scrappy, this game of football. Apuya and Saul. Crespo not happy. Long ball out of the field, pitch. Some of the replays also was not happy. One day the level of frustration will be reached at that level when Mohun vs Ismunda will look boring and unwatchable. I think we're very close to it, Raj. I mean, this performance today is, I don't know. This is not, a quality derby. It's ping pong and fouls here and there, and what is the idea behind this football from both the coaches need to be asked. East Bengal in the danger zone. Attempt blocked. Rakib. East Bengal with the ball. Nearly gets through. Saul onto the wing. We're trying to build up on that side. I want to see who gets sacked today. Definitely expecting one of the disappoint me. Oops. Angry Birds. Quite hard, huh? East Bengal trying to combine their way. Nice ball. Jay Gupta. Can he get it through? Good block there. On the down by Mehtab. Again, in a normal season, would have never left Mumbai City. But with the uncertainties of Indian football, Mumbai City thought it was the right, yeah. There's some discussion going on regarding Oscar. He'll be sacked soon, maybe after Super Cup. Yeah, that's what I've also heard. Again, things are not right at East Bengal as well. So if the ISL happens in Jan, it will be interesting to see which of the two coaches is actually able to say. And throw in Mohun Bagan, Anwar Ali. Seems like Molina wants to leave Mohun Bagan Super Giant, so he's deliberately making his first 11 and combinations. Oops. Moment. Nice one. I hope not, but you never know. Oops. Money going down. Ball kept in. Chance maybe for East Bengal to break. Tomato clears. Rashid. They lose the ball once more. Rashid back again. Vishal Kate into his feet. Bipin. Sal Crespo. And Mehtab clears out of Bipin. And those two know each other quite well. Played a few years together at Mumbai City. Headed on, but easy collection for Vishal Keth. 58 minutes played. Cleared by East Bengal, but Liston will win it back. Shubhashish. Anirudh Thapa, Shubhashish. Liston. Liston loses the ball. Rashid. Thapa wins it back. Thapa plays it high one. Let's see who's there to charge. Manveer against Jay Gupta. And Jay somehow clears it. Saul Crespo. Rashid. Saul. This sacking thing would definitely be a masala thing in this doomed Indian football circumstances. Yeah, it looks like it, but I think that East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans are living a little bit, not a little bit, they're living very much in their own worlds, and they're not bothered. Ball out to Bipin. Bipin with the cross, but there's no one. Oh, there is someone on the other far end who's going to take an attempt. Blocked. Yeah, Mahesh Naurem. And I'd be happy if Mohun Bagan East Bengal gets out of ISL. Yeah. Block the first attempt. Rashid. And then, yeah, that's good save from Vishal Kate, but that was offside or not given. Angry Birds answers Raj, surely I would love that too, but I want one club to represent us in ourselves. By us, I mean West Bengal. Okay. Some people commented that all other ISL clubs are franchise, not real clubs. Our club is real. There are. It is, yeah. Agree, but surely not clubs. There's no more fans living in La La Land. Raj, I think Indian football fans love to live in La La Land, and that's our problem. 6 minutes, long ball. Ooh, missed. McLaren can't control the ball. Yeah, difficult in these circumstances. Ooh, that's a rough foul on Lister. Oh, and Harish Kundu runs across someone, and I think Jay Gupta will get a card. Yes, that's a card against Jay Gupta. And so Crespo is clapping. Doesn't help the cause. Yeah, that's a card. There's Jay Gupta with the header. Revive 80K, at least that club had some logical fans. I think that's difficult. Given the circumstances at the moment that to revive Atletico de Kolkata. I don't think that's a That's an option. As Jason Cummings makes himself ready for action. What major difference in franchise and club? You know what? If you want to differentiate, I would differentiate between an European model, Salah the Samad going off, Jason Cummings coming on. I would say that a club in European sense is a club means that you have a whole structure, meaning you have grassroots, you have youth, you have a first team, a second team, a third team. You have potentially nowadays women's team, a women's setup. You have your infrastructure, training infrastructure. You have your match day infrastructure, ball forward, perhaps who can collects. That's what it is. A franchise will also have these kind of things, but is looked at as a commercial entity. De facto, it's the same. In any instance, East Bengal or Mohun Bagan are no different than any of the other franchisees. Vishal Keth has the ball. Because from that perspective, BFC, it's to me today is more of a club than East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, because they have actually done stuff at grassroots level, at youth level. Cummings cross into Rashid. East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, East Bengal and Mohun Sports would not be even allowed. Would love to have a neutral club representing us. Okay, that's a very controversial statement from your side. Long clearance from East Bengal with Alberto Rodriguez. Plays it across to Tom Aldred. Plays it short to Mehtab on the right. Mehtab hits the head of Bipin. Guys, you no longer are teammates. You know our opponents. Now throw in Manveer, trying his best on that right flank against Jay Gupta. Can't get past Jay. Throw in. We have cult fan bases. Yeah, but again, do we really have those cult fan bases? I think that's another question to be asked, Raj. Throw in East Bengal. 64 minutes now played. Headed on. And it's a heading match at the moment. Liston smartly does it for once. Cummings against Sibyl. Kevin. Back with with Cummings. Long ball forward. Manveer, can he get ahead to it? No, that should be a foul on Jay Gupta. Boring lag raha hai match. Yeah, Mohammed. Couldn't agree more with you on that. Yeah, it's very, very boring. There is that spice, that energy, that whatever a derby means for football fans in Bengal, all of that is missing at the moment. It's a very very poor game from both the teams. Nothing more can be said. Liston, Cummings, Anirudh Thapa, high, and who's going to get to that? Terrible football. Horrible derby. I can't see this anymore. What's going on? Can't even understand. Raj, they're playing for the sake of playing. And this is we've seen quite a number of teams in the Super Cup who are playing for the sake of playing. They're not playing because they like it, they enjoy it, and that this is the outcome. We've seen teams who want to play. BFC tried to play yesterday. Punjab FC wanted to play. Mumbai City FC wanted to play. And then you have this. Mohun Bagan win the ball. Liston. I don't know what he's trying in the middle of the park. East Bengal with the ball. Bipin. Looking for Mahesh. Shubhashish. Alberto. Apuya. Liston. Can't get it to anyone. East Bengal now. Miguel to Alberto. Mohun Bagan now. Anirudh Thapa plays it across to Liston Colasso. Liston Colasso shot blocked by Kevin Siveri. Apuya. Mehtab. Oh, Liston. That hurt. Miguel. This looks like college tournament. Yeah, if it would at least look like a college tournament, I would be fine. Does it look like that they know how to play football? Would be my question to some of the players or to a lot of the players. Shocking way of football. You can't criticize Lord Liston, at least he's CR7 of Mohun Bagan fans. Well, he's the CR7 of, I don't know, whoever. And it's CR7 Indian style, as well as Jason Cummings standing over the ball. Interesting to see. Are they going to try direct, indirect? Lord Liston, says Aman. Yeah, I hope Jason Cummings tries it, because Lord Liston, I don't know, will most probably hit the roof of the ground. Cummings into the ball, and there's a man down. Hamid. Yeah, that hurt. And is it another free kick? Let's see. Yeah, seems like, what was it? Was it handball? Liston falls very easily. Yeah, this time around, at least, it was a foul. I think Miguel didn't get anything of the. Very interesting that the man in the wall lying down looks like it is. Mahesh is actually looking at the ball. Liston into the wall. McLaren across, and that's offside, I guess. It's not. Tom Alred over. Wow. Dada, if Mohun Bagan evolves from this vegetative state, become a real club, would return back to be a supporter. Till then, I'm just a silent audience who would raise his voice with neutrality. Oops. And that is brutal. To me, wow, Tom Alred actually wasn't offside. Okay, interesting. Right, and this is the funny one, which we see now in Indian football, that that match official, that club officials, that players try to influence the referee in a negative way, as we see now what Oscar is doing. Very legit free kick, very legit goal scoring opportunity. It wasn't offside. Your own man was too slow to move out. But hey, criticize your own bloody players. You bunch of idiots, you guys who are coaching over there. Just criticizing the officials all the time. Do your own job. You're a useless bunch of people. Terrible, terrible. These players, these coaches, Jason Cummings. Can at least beat his marker? At least he's trying to. It doesn't happen. These players are from A-League, other in top level score assist. A man watching from where wouldn't believe his eyes. Raj, I think, yeah. It is a weird one. It is no logic. But I go to the point that Sunil, what to say? This is painful. This is, I think they should all pay us compensation for watching this football. And then some players are running, some are not running, some are moving. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. There is no system behind this. It just is just hoping, yeah, let me push, let me shove, foul, yeah, given. For what? The player is already on it. Player is now dying. Oh God, this is really bad. Boring derby is Rudra is putting it nicely. Yes, there's physical contact. He's pushing you around, but you're holding yourself, Hamid, as if you're dying. We saw that earlier from Liston. East Bengal foreign mid-dominated Mohun Bagan Super Indian. Yeah. First half, yes. And second half, more even. I would have even said that to some extent, Mohun Bagan have actually had more of it, very weirdly. But they both the teams are now playing long, right? They're trying to, whenever they have the ball, someone is going to punt the ball. I mean, this is Khalid Jamil football at its best. Chance made for East Bengal now to break on the other side. Saul Crespo to Bipin. Bipin, yeah, brilliantly done by Mehtab. Liston Colasso, cleared by Kevin Civil. That's a foul from Hamid on Apuya. Even Brendan Hamel became a solid defender in A-League. Maybe he was not able to slow down the intense dancer, which he was used to in A-League. Is it intensity or is it sometimes even the conditions, right? We had Pogba as well, Florentin Pogba, who couldn't adopt to those Indian conditions. So that's also reality. And these players will play in AFC. Yeah, Raj, IWL from September to December. What a joke. Yeah, let's see. I literally feel like crying by looking at the state of FC Goa home turf. Yeah, and that is going to go out. Newton Chacha, it's on the Sports Authority of Goa, not maintain the ground, right? I mean, that's the problem, right? These grounds are not owned by the clubs. These are owned by the, by municipality and other things. Water break, and it looks like Deepak Tangri, Jimmy Petratos, no water break, sorry. And Robson Robinho getting ready to come on. McLaren. Can't do anything with that. Don't have money for A-League and talks are going on for bringing beer. What a joke. Yeah. Raj, welcome to Indian football. Comedy that it has become. Alberto Rodriguez. Does he find his man? No. Liston now loses the ball. Through ball for once. Maybe a chance for East Bengal to break. Hamid plays it across. Can Sal Crespo do something with it? No. Vishal Kate will have it. Air of Bipin. Jason Cummings. Plays it back to Mehtab. Apuya. Aldred. Alberto. Shubhashish. Liston on the left. Liston. Anirudh Thapa. And Liston Colasso. Yeah. Just try a simple cross. Liston off. Liston off. Thapa off. And Manvir off. Petratos and Robson are on. Mohun Bagan have. Okay. Very interesting. During ISO, there used to be a supervisor officer to maintain the pitch. Yes, there was. Water break, everything was one of the. Raj, it doesn't mean water break can be played in heavy rains if the it's about the temperature, right? In Europe, we speak about the temperature of Robson versus Miguel. I think Iceland had some standards of pitch. Now it's a kindergarten playground. That's why league is necessary. At least they'll maintain pitch. Yeah, but again, who does it? Robson Demi, who played two number 10s. Robson, Dimi, even Cummings, both lords are out. Says Aman, 20 minutes to go. Who do you think is going to be sacked tomorrow? Start down your answers fast. And the winner gets to give a like emoji to cheer oneself up for a little bit in this dark Indian football drama. Ooh. How much time is needed for this pitch to recover from the... Oh, there's maybe a chance for Mohun Bagan. McLaren! Oh no. Robson Robinho. Over the top. Before December 21st. No. Newton, I think you have to relay the whole pitch. If you ask me, I would say relay the pitch. Intercepted the ball. That shot. Yeah, just keep it on goal. It could go in. Sometimes sounds very simple. Oh God, no, better not. Northeast United, Chennai FC shut down. They're out of Super Cup. Yeah, let's wait and see. Corner, Mohun Bagan, cleared by East Bengal. Apuya. Deepak Tangri. Chips it forward. Gets as far as Petratos. Give me Petratos. Has to go back all the way, no? Yeah. Pays it back to Apuya. Apuya chips it into the box. And it doesn't get anywhere as East Bengal prepare their substitutions. Hiroshi comes on. Bipin Singh off. And Hamid as well. Hamid taking his time. PB Vishnu for Bipin Singh and Hiroshi, the tall 6'5" Japanese striker. Who were the people who said East Bengal is bringing Bangladeshi players and East Bengal is Bangladeshi club? I have no clue. Yeah. Nearly 80 minutes played. And Vishnu can't beat Mehtab. Throw in East Bengal on the left flank. And just one reminder to all of you watching, if you're liking what we're talking about, do leave a like behind, share with other people. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we're growing at the moment quite nicely. 3,312 is the current number. So we're growing nicely. Let me just put the lights on as the ball goes out. Throw in Mohun Bagan, super giant. Quite dark here. It's 10 minutes, little less than 10 minutes and added time in this game to go. Mohun Bagan really throwing in the sink, trying to find East Bengal maybe with a chance for counter-attacking. And foul given against Robson Robinho, against Miguel, and Miguel is laughing. Oh, no, now he's hurting. Okay. Yeah. It also looks like both the teams are not fully fit. I don't know what you guys feel. I feel that it looks like that both the teams are not really fully fit. Crystal, John, and Harish Kunto are my favorite referees, says Raj. Okay. It is, do we see what happens? Free kick. And East Bengal taking their time with the ball, because a draw would mean that the red and gold would make it to the semi-finals. Mohun Bagan have to win. Vishnu keeps the ball, puts it into the box, cleared by Tom. Jason Cummings controls the ball, plays it back to Deepak Tangri, long ball. Apuya doesn't make a run. Cleared by East Bengal. Headed on Deepak Tangri. Rashid, it's a free header for everyone. The header festival in Goa. Throw in. Jay Gupta to take it from the left. Tom Aldred header. Apuya doesn't get to it. And Vishal Kate comes out. 83 minutes now played. 7+ minutes. Mohun Bagan need 1 goal to reach the semi-finals. East Bengal, with this draw, would make the final 4. And that's the question now. Can East Bengal hang on to this lead or maybe score even? Or can Molina's Mohun Bagan score a goal? Hiroshi, or taking off the ball, Apuya. It's all over the place. Robson Robinho, throw in. There's a player down for East Bengal. It's Sal Crespo. Yeah. Sal Crespo knew exactly what he was doing, slowing down the game. Who's getting sacked today? Zawar, I don't know if someone is getting sacked today, but at the moment it looks like Molina is to get the sack. But if you would ask me, if the ISL happens this season, again, there's a big if, as you know, I don't know if any of the 2 coaches will actually survive this. Today, Jose is leading the race. And Sal Crespo, substitution. Or what? No. The Mohun officials, East Bengal officials, doctors are saying substitution. Okay. It looks so unorganized and uncoordinated, all of this at the moment, right? It just shows you, this is Shovik Chakraborty coming across. It is, I don't know, right? We're talking about, this should be the biggest match in Indian football, right? And it doesn't look like it today. As Sal Crespo is transported off the field. Shovik to come on. Of course, has the experience, the knowledge. Molina is overseas. Khalid Jamil. You know, though I said that with all that Molina has achieved, right? Counter-attacking chance for East Bengal. Is this PV Vishnu on the wing? He is. Mehtab charging. Attempt. Vishnu against Apuya. Plays back. Across the goal. I don't know who that was. Looked like good ball from Hiroshi for PV Vishnu, who of course stops his run. Shovik now on the field. Mohun Bagan have to show more attacking intent. Otherwise, it is over for them in this tournament. Vishal Keth plays to Tom Aldred. 87 plus minutes now played. I guess got to get 5 minutes of added time. Jason Cummings doesn't beat Jay Gupta. Throw in for Mohun Bagan. Cummings keeps the ball. Apuya. Mohun Bagan on the left. Robson Robinho. Can't beat Mohammad Rakib. Shobhashish Bose throw in. Back to to Alberto. Will most probably play at Tom Aldred on the other side. Plays it to Dimi Petratos. Dropping deep. Ball back with Tom Aldred. Who plays it forward. Oh, nearly. That's a foul from Deepak Tangri. Yeah, physical one against, I think, Shovik. Yeah, against Shovik. The elbow in the back. Substitution, Aman done, right? To be honest, Molina has been pathetic as manager given the squad he has at disposal. Indian coach would have been a better option for them. So you don't know, right? Edmund Dika making himself ready. I don't know if an Indian coach would have been better. That's the question of any coach would have been better. As the free kick reaches no one. Long ranger from Vishal Keth. East Bengal throw in. Shubhashish not happy. No, Mohun Bagan throw in. Mahesh now not happy. Both of them not knowing what happened. Let's see what is. Yeah, Mahesh was the last one to touch it. Right decision by the linesman. And Mahesh goes off. Edmund comes on. And substitution happening. Or is he just walking off and the match goes on? Yeah, substitution happening. Mahesh Naudem goes off and Edmund Lal Rindika comes on for the last few minutes, or last few seconds actually, because it's just 10 seconds on the clock remaining. And Hiroshi fighting for the ball, loses it. Okay, given a free kick. Wow. Do you think Molina among the ones who weren't willing to go to Iran? So I have no clue. I've not heard anything from Molina on this Iran issue at all. Even last year, nothing. Right? We discussed Angry Birds actually asked that question early on, or pointed out that Molina has not taken a stand on the issue. I don't even know what his opinion on that matter actually factually is. Suhail Bhatt is standing there to maybe add a little bit more of firepower up front. Free kick East Bengal, 5 minutes of added time, 45 seconds already gone. East Bengal playing in the Mohun Bagan half. Rashid, captain. And Alberto, and foul from Shovik. He takes on for the team. 92nd minute. Mohun Bagan have a little less than 4 minutes to somehow get a goal and stay in the competition. Suhail Bhatt coming on. Shubhashish Bose going off. So this is all-out attack, and East Bengal just clear their lines. Hiroshi beats his marker. The tall Japanese striker on his own into the box, but dispossessed by Alberto Rodriguez, but still earns a corner for the red and gold. Does well to beat Apuya in the first instance as they show the replay. And then it is Alberto Rodriguez who clears it. East Bengal will take this. This is more minutes, there's more time. Kevin Sevilla seems to have a problem with the shoulder. .93 minutes gone. I guess the referee could be playing another added minute for that. Miguel Ferreira taking his time to get to the corner flag. Plays it short. Gets it back, the Brazilian. Sohail Bhatt tries to win it, but touches it and gifts East Bengal a free kick. 1.5, less than 90 seconds in added time. Miguel Ferreira taking his time, waiting for someone to take the throw in. No, will take it himself. Tries to get it to Hiroshi. Miguel Ferreira will try to get it once more to the corner flag and earns another throw in. That should be it. I don't think Mohun Bagan will get a chance. Looks like nothing much more will happen. Long ball forward, maybe one final chance. And that should be a corner for East Bengal, for Mohun Bagan. Kevin CBA heads it out. Throw corner. Demi Petratos. Likely last chance for the Maroon. Cleared by East Bengal, but not too far. On the edge of the box. Long range attempt. Headed out. Tom Aldred, Apuya, Mehta doesn't get to it. Cleared. Throw in. Cleared by J. Gupta. Long throw in. Mehtab Singh. We are in the 96th minute. Last attempt. Headed on. Cleared by East Bengal. Ooh. Edmund. And that's the final whistle. Mohun Bagan Supergiant. East Bengal. Sorry, guys. So a goalless draw. between Mohun Bagan and East Bengal means that the Mariners are out of the Super Cup, and East Bengal are in the semi-finals of the Super Cup 2025-26. So congratulations to the red and gold and achieving this. And it it raises a lot of questions for Mohun Bagan, I guess. And the question now is what happens next? Because one second, let me just do my tweet. One second. Let me just put out the tweet. I am still there. I am talking. Let me just quickly put out a tweet and then I will be back to talk to you guys about it. Let me know what your opinions, on the game were. Very poor game, I would say. I summarize. One second. Right, one second. Let me get back. And there I am. Sorry, guys. Reserving East Bengal C says Rudro, no Mohun Bagan Super Giant in Asia. We'll have to wait if there is Mohun Bagan Super Giant in Asia or not, because it depends, of course, what happens to the ISL. But to me, if you ask me, the way that both the teams played, East Bengal were a little better than the Mohun Bagan Super Giant, but and today was very, very poor. East Bengal were the better team in the first half. Second half, they wanted to hold on. Mohun Bagan was somehow not capable. I don't know. There's been rumors, of course, that there are problems within the coach and the players. So all of these things play a factor in these kind of games. But overall, very, very poor performance. And to me, not to the best of the abilities, I guess, of both teams. I don't know what you guys think, but and this is very, very poor for a Kolkata derby. This quality, to me, is just not good enough, and that has to be said. And Rudra says Cummings off to Thailand. Again, I think all the teams, once they're out of the tournament, will the players will have a break. And the question, how long will the break be? I think some of the teams might take the whole month of November off, because that's going to save them money, and just say, go off on holiday, I'll pay you, but we don't have to take care of anything. That's part of the problem, because nobody knows what's the next step. Is the Super League happening? Is the Super League not happening? What is going to happen? There's that. Yeah. So this Super Cup, with the things that are happening around Indian football, if you look at the quality of the pitch at the moment, all of this is not good enough, and that raises a lot of talking points in regard to Indian football, and and that's a lot of work remains on all fronts, and that makes it very tricky, very difficult, in my opinion as well. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. But to me, one thing is clear looking at this today. Both these teams, again, with the players they have, at least on paper, need to be better, need to be stronger. That's very, very clear. And East Bengal are in the semi-finals. That's now confirmed. And the question then will be for them, who could be their potential opponents? As per the draw, let's see. The logic would be the winner of Group C would be facing East Bengal FC. And after match day 1, after the performances also, it's very likely to be between Punjab FC and Bangalore FC. So one of those two teams will be facing East Bengal in one of the semi-finals, or in the semi-final 1. And in the second semi-final, FC Goa will be waiting for their opponents as winners from Group D, which is looks like at the moment between Mumbai City FC and Kerala Blasters. So that will also be decided, and that's where we are. Anything I missed? I don't know, guys. You want to add anything? Something you want to say? Let me know. As always, as I say, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and it's disappointing, right? I'm disappointed, because a derby, it's Super Cup, it's about trying to reach the semi-finals. I didn't see at Mohun Bagan Supergiant the effort to try and reach the semi-finals. I don't know what you guys saw, but I didn't see an effort from the Mariners today. Try to win that game and trying to get into the semis. It was just, okay, listen, we're trying to play football, but okay, whatever happens, happens. Very disappointing. I would say very, very disappointing. And therefore, we have to accept that. Anything more to add, guys? I don't know. There's someone, or are you already in a coma because of this match and this performance? Let me know what you think, because as I said, it's very, very disappointing. Not the best of derbies that I have at least seen, and I've seen a few in my life. Some very intense derbies, and that's it also. So if nothing more to add from your side, I would say like this video, 62 likes so far. Thanks a lot. Share it as well to other people. Maybe someone wants to watch it. And subscribe. We've grown quite a bit today with this live, 3,319 at this moment. So yeah, we've crossed the 3,000 mark a few days ago. Now we're already moving towards the 3,500, 4,000 mark. And that's going to be the thing. Justin Lebanon overtakes Indian clubs in rankings. We are 13 now. Is to direct spot gone confirmed. Yeah, listen, we are Lebanon, Tajikistan, Kuwait. We were in trouble. Rudra, we were in trouble. We were in trouble, and the trouble has grown even more, and therefore, there's no short-term fix to this at the moment, and therefore, again, we're gonna have to see what we can do at continental level. But for this, the Super Cup ends for today in Group A. So Group A is the first group to finish all its engagements. All 4 clubs have played 3 matches. At the end of it, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, 1 win each, 2 draws. That means 5 points each. East Bengal have a +4 goal difference. Mohun Bagan only a +2, so therefore East Bengal go ahead because of a better goal difference. Dempo finished third with 3 draws, a 2-2, a goalless one, and a 1-1. And Chennai today scoring their first goal and drawing against Dempo Sports Club means that they finish at the end with just 1 point. So that ensures that they are out of the competition. Meanwhile, Group B, after 2 matches, FC Goa already qualified for the semi-finals with 6 points. Northeast United, after 2 draws, have 2 points. Inter Kashi and Jaipur FC have drawn 1 and lost 1, so they're on 1 point. And Group C and Group D are the ones which have only played 1 match so far, which means Punjab FC and Bangalore FC have 3 points each. Punjab FC +3, Bangalore FC +2. Mohammedan Sporting and Gokulam Kerala still to open their account, all of them on 1 matches. And in Group D, Mumbai City, Kerala Blasters on 3 points. Mumbai City, of course, due to the big win in their opener against newbies Sporting Club Delhi, are on +3, Kerala Blasters +1, Rajasthan United and Sporting Club Delhi on 0 points each. So that's the situation in all the groups. And I see an interesting piece of fact. Mohun Supergiant conceded 0 goal in Super Cup, but are still eliminated because, yes, they won 2-0 against Chennai FC, but drew East Bengal and Dempo both goalless. So therefore, that's the reality for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And it will be interesting to see if tonight itself, or in the coming days, Jose Molina will remain the coach of Mohun Bagan Supergiant, or if he will be sacked. So that's going to be something interesting. Oscar Bruzon saved himself for the day, but also under pressure. So we'll have to wait and see what happens on that front. Right. So with that, if there are no more observations or comments, I slowly come to an end of this live watch along. Mohun Bagan East Bengal goalless, meaning East Bengal make it to the semi-finals of the Super Cup. And as I say, thank you for those of you, all of you who are following Arunfoot. Watch the short videos. I've been trying to do analytical videos of each match day. Watch them, 6 videos so far in the series of the Super Cup. And yeah, please support, like, share, subscribe. And with that, I end this live and I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure in what form, but I'll do something tomorrow, surely. Catch you then. Good night, everyone.